And then now in this
Yeah, that was
race,
weird.
there's nobody within 3 seconds of him. There's no crowd. There's no global championship. It's only his second real Formula hurdle race of the year, and he runs the fastest time he's ever put in. I just think, as we talked about, I think we talked about this last week. Oh, wait, that podcast never saw the light of day. In any event, let me just recap what we talked about in the podcast. It didn't. But we were talking about how, correct me if I'm wrong, we were talking about how we need to kind of revisit the assumption that every athlete needs a bunch of races to get sharp at this level. That for some people, i.e. Timothy Cherry, who almost runs a PR in Monaco, it's not a one-to-one comparison. It's not as if, everybody on their third race is obviously going to be better than their first race. Maybe Warholm is just that guy. He doesn't need competition. He doesn't need a crowd. He just slaps himself hard enough until he gets fired up. He doesn't need a lot of races to get going at a high level. Because if he does need those things, Lincoln, he's going to run 46.2 or something like that. Crazy when he does break it. Because he's not getting any of that, and he's still running so fast.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, he has, I think, a tremendous advantage. We kind of thought that this would be a three-way battle for the world record. He's at a tremendous advantage because, like you said, he's not going to need those things. So he is a threat to break the world record every time he goes out. I don't think you can probably say the same about Benjamin and Samba. They're going to need, to my eyes, and I could be wrong, but they're going to need a big final to do it. Not only because they don't race as frequently, but they just don't. They tend to build, right? It seems like it's a build, especially for Benjamin. It seems like he's you think back, he built up to his NCAA final and ran that 47.0, and it will operate that way. It is almost like he's more comfortable in like a time trial type situation where it's just him. Mm-hmm. He's facing himself. His best competitor is truly himself. It's like, he's got in his mind, he's just trying to prove it to himself that he can do this all alone. And it's a tremendous advantage when you come to this era. Who's going to be the king of this era? I think we've, talked about like these three are all going to be potentially three all-time greats. I mean, Warholm already is that. And his ability to just be like a self-starter is seemingly different. Yes, I know Samba's much more reserved, and so is Benjamin. So it's, you're not going to see them slapping their face, but he just has I think a physical or a mental edge just because he's so. He just seems like he wants it more, and that may not be the case, but he's just in a zone right now that nobody else is getting to, and he just has this like psychological edge as far as this is huge for him going into next year, right? You're going to be talking about a guy who was trying to crack a world record every time out while Benjamin wasn't even racing. He doesn't seem beatable right now, and it's just getting him the world record, and he's going to be able to do it seemingly by himself.
We haven't heard much from Samba this year, but Benjamin has been. He ran that 10.0 in that 100, right. which is useful to have. That's a useful tool if you're going to try to beat Karsten Warholm, because obviously he's got the flat speed. I don't know if he wants it more. I would say more. He's just, his skill set is definitely more useful given the current predicament, and he's able to take advantage of it. Also, him being in Europe is a big help right now.
Yeah.
If this circuit was happening in the U.S., if the Diamond League had most of its meets in the U.S., maybe we would see Benjamin running. I'm not sure.
I imagine Warholm would be here, right? If it was, he likes to race, like, so he would be racing.